night. And I mean, how does that change things for you when, I mean, seemingly you thought all week that he was going to be able to go?
I probably found out about 4:00 today before the game. Obviously, that's tough on our team when we're expecting a guy like that back. But we've played this season with guys in and out the lineup, all year. So that's no excuse on how we go out there and perform on a nightly basis. But definitely a game changer when a guy of his caliber is not able to play.
Next question, Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
Mike, even when you guys were, leading the game early, thanks to defense in the second quarter, you still were having trouble making threes, still were turning the ball over. What was Memphis doing that was kind of taking you guys out of your rhythm, kind of impacting the execution tonight?
They're a very physical team. Obviously, they lead the league in creating turnovers, and that's because they got some defenders that really get up into you and force you into tough decisions. And I think we just let that kind of get the best of us, especially at the end of the second, early third, where they started making their runs. So they wanted it. They went on and they really worked for this one, and we have to match that energy and be more poised in the offensive end, defensively. Keep fighting, but they're a team that's going to try to create havoc. And when we did, in those possessions, when we did keep our feet and stay on the ground and use a ball fake or two, we got open looks, and that was just a matter of us making them or not.
Matt Coles, AP.
Besides their physicality, it looked like there was a lot of pushing and holding, and I even saw a headbutt in there. Did any of that throw off your execution?
Me personally, no. That's just playoff basketball, but it also is, it's distractions that we don't necessarily need to get involved in. We're a team that we pride ourselves in just being a well-oiled machine that is going to run regardless of the situation. And when teams get physical, we get physical back, and we just continue to run our offense and play our defense and keep it moving. But we cannot let that kind of stuff kind of muddy up the game, because they're a team, like I said, they're gonna throw everything at you, and that's another way that they try to dictate how we play.
Tim McMahon, ESPN.com.
You've got a unique perspective on Dillon Brooks, having played with him for a couple of years. What did you think of his performance tonight? And speaking of some of those antics you were just talking about, how much of a pain in the ass is he?
Man, Dillon's obviously plays with a lot of passion. That's the word I use. And you either like it, you either like it or you don't. When you're his teammate, you love it. When you play against him, you hate it. But he was unreal tonight. Basically was unguardable there for a few quarters where he was making everything. So obviously, it's game one, and he performed very well. We'll have to adjust some things next game, and just try to slow him down.
Corey Harrison, Out of Bounds.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
All right.
So what was your mindset and emotions going into the game, being a former franchise cornerstone for the Memphis franchise for so many years?
Honestly, it was just it was exciting. It's very exciting to be playing against Memphis. Obviously with all the memories and playoff experiences that I've been a part of with that team. There's a lot that goes into it, but at the same time, I'm just like, hey, this is my job. This is, they're a team that's, in the way of what I'm trying to ultimately get to, and that's a championship. So I got to do whatever I can to try to beat them. And, we can shake hands and, dap up afterwards and talk all that. But, going into it, it's been all